I went to a store, I bought, more water. But I also found some other interesting things. So there's this chocolate, pure cacao butter, chocolate art. I wonder if that's like Azerbaijani. It has an Azerbaijani company on the back. It might actually be an Azerbaijani chocolate. What I also found is this. That right there might just be let me get a more light spot. I want this to look good. That might be Russian chocolate. I'm going to look it up later, but it could be Russian chocolate, which would be really cool. And I also bought these biscuits. They looked cool. So I'm not sure if they are from here or from Turkey or where, but I think that stuff will be fun. That's for sure. Whew, and I'm back in the park area here. And also there's apparently this is a bit of a strange experience, but when I was walking up to the town center, I faced straight up racism. I was not, out of all countries in the world, with how many locals seem to think I'm a local, I was not expecting to be treated with derogatory insults in this country, but apparently I have. Some kids, of course they're kids, makes sense, because kids are kids, but some kids went ahead and they walked and they started calling me a monkey. They started calling me Michael and laughing at me, which was very funny, I'm sure. So yeah, that's my first time dealing with that in this country. So far, otherwise everyone has mostly been really kind and really nice, but those two kids, oof, not good people. There's an old car again. I love these cars. I love these old cars. They're so cool. There's more town ahead. There's houses there and the road continues. I'm quite looking forward to seeing what this town has to offer to the likes of myself. This is a really weird angle to hold my camera in because I have the handle thing below it. It's a stray cat. All the stray animals out here generally. I've seen multiple stray dogs at the park area that I was walking in before, yesterday and today. And yeah, there's a stray cat just there. I don't know what's up with all that. This is probably an awful camera angle because I'm not looking at it. There's a taxi with an old car. That's really cool. I love these old cars. They're so cool. Oh wow, this what do you call this? This edge of the sidewalk is taller than the actual sidewalk. That's pretty funny. More old cars that way. There's so many old cars there. Holy shit. Some of them are beige. One is white. There's a blue one driving. I love these old cars. They're so cool. So cool. I'm going to walk up to the sidewalk actually. Take a look at this. This is it's a vibe, I tell you. It's a vibe. With the shops on the side as well. All that. It's a pretty cool place, all in all. Pretty interesting. I do have to carry this bag because I forgot my backpack home. So there's 3 kilos of water in here. I'm gonna drink a little bit of it, but regardless. And there's chocolate and whatnot. So, That is very much a thing here. There's Matrushka. So, one thing they have often in these post-Soviet countries is Matrushkas, which are these little minibuses that people can just like, you can just kind of join in them at any point of the way, and they just kind of drive you to a place. And then you can also stop wherever you want to. Very interesting vehicles. I have not gone in one. I don't intend to go in one right now, at least. I might end up going in one in Czechia, depending on how I choose to go about things, but I probably won't. I prefer more pre-arranged transport where I can because like with a train I can choose a window seat. With a bus I have to shake. I can choose a window seat, but with the Matrushkas you just gonna go wherever there's space. And it's nice to look at the window and stuff. So yeah, those things are here. They're quite interesting. Maybe I could use one of those instead of taxi to get to the airport, or train station, but too confusing for me considering you can't see their routes anywhere online or anything like that. So we seem to have reached a more the end. Back behind me it's just a road, and I think it goes out back to wherever, and in front of me is a road that I think also goes just kind of middle of nowhere. So maybe on the right with residential stuff there's something, but I'm gonna go this way for now. Maybe it loops back to the hotel or whatever. There's someone has their clothing up there as well. It's on the window. That's pretty fun. Oh, there's something there as well on the right. I guess it's just residential areas, but there's walls around it for some reason. Maybe it's a facility for something. I don't know. Maybe it's an oil place, because they do get their oil from here. So look at this step down. That is insane. Look at this. That is nuts. Oh my god, that is so tall. Holy fuck. That is a tall fucking thing. Now I need to cross the road because the sidewalk isn't anymore on this side. I think... Fuck's sake. You could have just gone... I was at the edge, but whatever. There does seem to be... No, but even this sidewalk ends. I guess we're in a more residential zone now. There's a water tap here. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't know if it's for drinking or for religious stuff or what for. I'm gonna cook it first. There's stray dogs on this park, multiple stray dogs. There's two of them that I see at least. One towards there, one towards there. Just stray dogs, straight up. Damn. Almost broke my bag on that. I wonder if there's a path out through here, or if I'm just I assume it goes through the residential back to the center, which is actually kind of how I would like to do it. One of the dogs is moving now, just looking around. One is resting. Now this one it's taking a shit and it's looking at me. One interesting thing with some dogs is they like to stare at people while they're taking a dump. My family's dog does it too, and it's really weird. It's kind of funny though. Damn, those stairs are really fucked up. Look at the condition of these stairs. It's just like broken down. I guess it's like they're like old buildings and the renovation work is what it is. The building does still operate, their stuff happening. It seems like there's just this building here. There's another stray dog. I know some residential buildings, but I don't think it loops back or anything like that. So I think I need to walk back the way I came. Maybe it does, but it seems like there might just be a car park. So I'm not even going to mess with that. I think I'll go there and turn right at the next intersection. Oh, that dog left the area and is walking across the road now. I wonder if the stray dogs are just like people's dogs that are being left to be like out in nature, because they do it in Turkey. They just like let all the dogs and cats be stray. Like I wonder like if it's that kind of similar thing, or no, if they are just strays in the sense that they would be in most countries. Because yeah, it you know, different cultures and all that. I don't really want to bother going out there because it looks like a whole lot of nothing. So I'm not going to go there. Cannot be buffered. There's some like old broken down like sofa or something. There's a car again. There's one car turning in the middle of the lane, as usual. That's a cool car. There's like a, what are these called? Chimney. Big chimney. I do think the area behind me is actually where that previous thing ended, so I could have gone through here, but oh well. There's so many people here now. This is, I think, the actual like residential place where people live. So many like clothes on the outside of the buildings. Like putting your clothes up on outside like an apartment building like that is really not common where I live. Really not common where I live, so I'm imagining getting and putting those there and getting them back is a bit of an adventure. It's kind of cool though to, you know, see that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's way more people here in the residential streets where there's people. Like you would think that like the main streets are always the populated places, but here the residential areas seem more crowded. There's a sidewalk, I'm going to go through that. I see the other side. There is a car. I'll wait for this one. Almost got run over by my own fault, but fortunately I wasn't that degree of dumb. I'm going to head this way. Seems like a whole lot of like residential stuff. I'm going to have to figure out how to do camera work properly at some point. This is a disaster. There's a dental clinic or whatever here. Seems like a great place for a dentist. It's a pretty cool. It's a vibe going to like a residential, just like a the living place, you know, in a new country. Like this like post-Soviet vibe is really not something I see to this extent in most places I have been to. I need to visit like Eastern Europe more, or like I need to go to more places in Eastern Europe because I'm sure I'll see more of this type of stuff, and also new stuff that I haven't seen because I haven't been to that much of Eastern Europe, unfortunately. I mean, all these like small buildings next to the roads and you know, big apartment buildings, all this. It's pretty great. It's fun to see, like the kinds of houses and like areas people live in these different places. I'm sure you know it will be different in like other parts of the country as well. I imagine like central Baku is very different from this, and so is probably Sheki, the mountain town, which is like, you know, entirely different parts of the country. So I'm sure like there will be many different architectures and different styles. Some will be like, you know, this like very Soviet style. Some might be less so. And one thing's interesting, like in Baku I saw a lot of like just gray color scheming, but in here, I mean I was there for like 20 minutes, but in here it's more of this like beige brown kind of color, which is quite interesting. I mean there's some like, you know, there's a green building there, but the color scheming is very different from how it was where I, you know, what I saw of Baku anyway, in the center. Like it certainly has a feeling to it because of, I'm not going to go there actually, I think it's the bigger road, I'm not interested in the bigger road. I'll head more this way. And over there you can see all of these big residential buildings, all these apartment buildings, just like lining up the sky. You can see it behind me too. Like it's a fairly small town, but probably like a fairly large amount of people live in, because there's like the buildings are all like big apartment buildings, mostly. I'm not very sure. Google Maps really doesn't show all the shops or anything. Like, there's way more like little stores than what you can find on like Google Maps by searching for maps. There's another stray cat, by the way. So many like stray animals in here. I don't want to like, go touch them because rabies is common, but if it wasn't for that, I would be like seeing how they like seeing if they are friendly and if they are interact with them. But yeah, no, don't want rabies. So I'm not going to. There's like a sports field. I wonder if this is like a school or something. Like there's just like this kind of broken down football field with like goals that have no nets, and this rough looking basketball field. It's really interesting because it got like the center of Baku and it's like so fancy and like, you know, huge like glass building, huge fancy buildings. You know, when you go to a different part of the country than the central capital, you really see like the true vibe, the true feeling of a country. Like, you know, obviously it's like a medical tourist town, but it's not Baku, and you can tell like it's less money has been put into appearances, and I like that. I think it creates a more authentic feeling, even if obviously like the areas like my hotel is and whatnot, the outskirts they are just like, these parks are very human made, but in the buildings I think these really have like the authentic vibe of like the history of the country and all that. It really shows you like where the country on like all the times the country has gone through better, like when there's authentic older buildings from like a previous era, and then you can see like the current era and what they're trying to do to make things look nicer and modern in like Baku. But then you come to like other towns and you can see the history, you can see the former Soviet era and all that pretty clearly. Really creates a vibe. I am just going to try to cross this road here because I'm back at this park area. We can walk back on this edge and experience the great choice of the place. There's a bunch of people there. I think that's another like park of some kind. Seems like all the residential areas behind it. I wonder what people are gathering up for though. Like, I'm guessing there's a reason why they are. Oh yeah, that's probably like a school, and I think it's parents waiting for their kids. Because there's a bunch of kids coming in from there. Okay, that makes sense. Like, it's a school gate and the kids are coming out, the parents are waiting for them to walk them home, I guess. It's not the same kind of culture as Finland where kids walk on their own. Though the Finnish culture is really uncommon actually, like most countries children walk with their parents, but in Finland kids just kind of go on their own. Even in like dangerous areas with like wolves and stuff, they still usually go on their own. So, no, very different culture. There's the like old building, I guess, being demolished or whatever. It's an interesting vibe. You can see people are just walking on there. I have also been just walking on the side, but yeah, that's another observation. Okay, that building is so interesting to me because it's being like broken down, or I'm assuming it's been broken down and not built because, well, it looks rough. So it's probably, being demolished and having a new replacement built for like a fancy modern new building. There's some pictures of what's to come there. I'm not going to go there, I'm not that degree of invested in that building. There's this tiny little building here, I wonder if people live there or if it's just a thing. I wonder, I'm not going to put on camera because it might be a government building, but yeah, I wonder if the building on my right is a government building. It might be, even. I think I'm now actually getting to where the taxi left me off yesterday, or where I had the taxi drop me off. I think it was like in this sort of vicinity. Maybe more to the left here, but I think I'm kind of going more in the direction of where that was now. Maybe. I'm not sure, but it might have been towards here. There's another like, that building up there, quite fascinating. It's like part of it looks like it's being demolished or built. The other part looks like it's done. I think they're maybe midway through like painting it or something. Maybe they are building the other one, it just looks demolished because they use like cheap building methods or whatever. I don't know. There's another one there. Seems like overall there's a lot of construction work and stuff like that here. Just generally. Yeah, like that looks like, it looks really rough. Like it doesn't look like it's being newly built. It looks like it has been standing there for decades. You know, like that. But I think these are actually being built. There's like pictures of how they're supposed to look when they're done and all that. Like they're supposed to look real fancy, but damn, they look a whole lot older. It is pretty cool to walk around the place as well, just generally. I think now I'm getting back to where I was. The taxi like left me like down there. There's a road there, so down like that road to the left is where my taxi driver left me, and then I walked through there, through the right side to back to the hotel. Another dog. I wonder if it's a stray or if it's someone's dog. Just like posing in the middle of the. Oh yeah, it's a stray dog as well. It's going there. It's now burning off. I wonder if it's a shop of some kind. Oh, no, this isn't where I was. I think it's up there is where I turned. This looked like it, but I think it's up there. I'm going to go left here actually. I think there's more like house type areas here. One other like park thing. There's actually a bit of green here. Like everywhere else it has just been like brown. But this grass, I guess, just like this type of like grass or whatever plant this is, stays green even in colder temperatures, which is pretty fun. Oh, there's a giant flag. Why is there a giant flag? Let's go that way. Like, it doesn't show right now, so I'll show it once it's visible. There's a giant fucking flag. The car stopped honking at me because of the video. Yeah, there's a giant flag behind the trees. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. It exists. The lighting on this entire vlog is horrible because I'm walking like the opposite way of the sun, so sorry in advance for the darkness of my face. That building has a lot of like, I think wood or something outside of it, and a rusted ass like tank for something, like some liquid or gas or whatever. It's rusty as hell though. Wonder what's up with that. Same style of bench actually as what we saw in the other park. I think it's similar type of bench. And there's like gym devices and whatnot here. This is very fascinating. What is this? That's a different kind of tree, like the grey one. That is a very different tree from the rest. There seems to be something on it, like spiky metal balls. What kind of tree is that? There's like spiky balls on it. I have no clue what kind of tree that is, but it is really interesting. That is really fascinating. That is a different kind of tree entirely from what I'm used to anyway. Oh, I see the flag now. I don't know if I can get to it, but I might try. So, I mean, it's not like I don't have the time. I have plenty of time to do whatever the fuck I want. Like at some point I'm going to go back to the hotel and just, relax, sit, do nothing. But until I do that, might as well, take some time to chill out. There's some more dense like trees that way as well. If I was hanging out extensively here, that's probably where I would go, but instead we are heading this way. I think there's a road on the left that goes like towards the direction of the big flag, so let's see if we can make it through to that. I wonder what that is. I have no clue, so I'm interested to find out. There's actual steps in the park, so you can like actually walk up or down this a bit. It's not on perfectly even ground. Imagine that. To be fair, the wall floor I'm walking on is also not perfectly flat. It's just a slight uphill already. Another small little building. Wonder what that's for. Maybe for like maintenance people or something. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's a building. Let's go this way. There's a bigger, I think probably a hotel or something, like a fancier building. I think I heard something, I'm not sure. There's a bird sound, or bird or an owl or something. I mean, owl is a bird, so I guess it's the bird sound. There's another like fancy hotel, pretty high up actually. Like high up, narrow design on that one. I'm pretty sure this is where I was when I was taken to my hotel. Yeah. And so I walked through like there, and the taxi left me like down that way. So I'm not going to go there. There's some not very good looking hotels there, and that's it. I'm gonna go this way. There's a whatever fire thing. Fire hydrant, that's it. There's like what looks like it might be an old school desk or something, and like bench and shit. I don't know. There are these places that have like crap lying around. There's a plastic bottle there, all kinds of trash. There's some places have lots like trash lying around for some reason, like specific areas, specific spots. I don't know why that is. Good thing is we are approaching the big flag. It's there in front of me. I am horrible with the camera. I have no clue if anything is even remotely in the correct body angle. But it's how it is. The thing is I can only have so much storage space too. I can only store like a few hours of video. I'm already like probably taking up like half of it with this city, and this is the first 2 days. I have 2 more days in one more place and 1 more day in Baku, so I don't know how I'm going to make the camera last. Maybe there will be less recording in the other places. I mean, probably the video amount is going to be the same or more even in the other places. I don't know. There was a cock making noise. A big cock noise. Another big cock noise. I'm not sure loud, big cock noise. That cock is very noisy. Some chicken noises too. Very big cock noises. I think I see the big flag now. This is probably not where people go normally when they go for tourism. I think people stay at their hotels and do the health stuff. I think that's like the reason people come here. Well, I'm like, let's actually see the place a bit. I think that's a part of the reason why they haven't really touristified the city, because it's, I think people here don't like do tourism apart from the hotels really. Because like that's the only thing, like that's the main thing. Nothing here seems like they really haven't done anything to make any other attractions or anything like that. So like if you go on like top attractions in the city, all you find is like the hotels and the oil baths. So tells you like they haven't really touristified it to anything else at all. They are entirely reliant on the oil baths to like have tourism in this town. I wonder if that's like a hotel too, because they have like, you know, damn, that's an unpaved road. That looks rough to drive on. Looks really rough to drive on that. But yeah, the hotel has, or whatever that next to me is, has like, you know, swimming pool and stuff. So I'm thinking it might be a hotel. It has swimming pool and outdoor gym, stuff like that. But it doesn't really feel like the hotel area of town. There's, like all of the hotels seem to be based in the more of the side where I am staying. Like in that road there's a lot of hotels. But I guess some are here too, like in town. But this really doesn't feel that touristy with the unpaved road and but there's a bit of snow. I found my first snow in this place. Holy shit, there's noticed. There's actually snow here. I haven't found snow in this town, I think, until now. Maybe I have actually noticed it, but it's the first snow I'm noticing. There's a plastic bag in there. I think it's like ice on top, but there's literally just a plastic bag in there. That is sad. Plastic bags in place where plastic bags shouldn't be is always sad. So I found a giant flag. It's just on a building, I think. I can't really go in there, but I guess I can walk there. So there's no other road next to it. I'm just going to walk down that. It just lead up to a road of some kind. Like I'm not sure what all things are this way. Oh, there's like more of, I guess, the town there. I'm now here, wherever this is. And I think I'm approaching the big flag. Like it's quite big now. Quite a sizable flag at this point. Like, take a look at that. It's a big fucking flag. It's a big flag now. The thing is, I'm gonna have to walk back to my hotel from wherever I go. That's the fun part. By which I mean the part that's like probably the more boring. There's a cafe there. Yeah, that's a hotel as well. I don't think the flag is actually on the property. I think it's on the other side of the road. And there's just fields and then the mountains. The mountains behind the fields. another Matryoshka behind me or next to me that just drove past. This might be the road we actually drove to town in. Probably not, but could be. It's probably the road we were supposed to drive in with, but the driver went the wrong way, so we ended up going to the next one, but that's not a problem. Now that their car isn't here anymore, it feels pretty peaceful. Though these trees are kind of blocking the walking nicely. They are maybe a bit too dense, you know, for a walking path. Like maybe we don't need trees in at this densely in like a roadside walking area. Now we are right next to the flag though. I wondered what it's for. I think there's an entrance to the place, but I'm not going to fuck with it if it's like a private thing. Or is it just a thing I can go to? Because there is just a road there. I think I'm going to go check out a bit deeper. Yeah, there aren't like gates or anything, so I'm going to check this out. If I get in trouble, I'll just say I don't know. Because I don't know. We might actually be able to go all the way to it. That's the fucking flag. We're this close. This is nice. There's the big flag. That was a sound. Yeah, a bird or something. Oh yeah, I think we just go to the flag. That's great. I was interested in this flag, so I'm glad I was able to just go here. Like, take a look at that. That's a massive flag. What is it doing here? Well, let's go through here and find out, shall we? There seems to be another entrance as well. But there's the flag. Like, absolutely gigantic flag, and you can even go down to the base of it. Like, you know, like I'm touching the flag now, and there's the flag on top. Maybe I'll find like a spot to photo on this, because this could be a good thumbnail. You know, gigantic flag, me next to it. I would really have to go further out though. Oh, I think I seen this spot on Google Maps when I was looking at Naftalan. I think it's on there's a few like specific spots with like unofficial street view coverage. I think this is what, I think like down there on the road is one of them. So you can see up like, you can see these steps. I didn't register that was a part of that, but I think the flag is like, it's blowing the other way, which sucks for the photo angle of being here. Let's try a different approach. The first light comes from up and the flag is up. Like otherwise I could just face down like this, but it's also not really that windy. So, whoops, I fell in the pot, like into the hole almost. You know, actually the best angle would be from where I went to the place, but you know. I wonder if I can instead do it in like a, from, you know, you can't see shit here, no. I don't think there's a good angle on it for like a selfie photo, which sucks. I mean, it's just sign direction, the flag direction, don't really. Now it's nice and wide too, but you know, if you can't see the flag properly, it doesn't make for a very good Oh wait, no, yeah, I need to move further away for it. But it seems like it actually is like visible now. But yeah, I think it's... Yeah, because the flag is up higher than me and I'm like low. It doesn't really, lighting doesn't really work. That sucks. That sucks. Maybe I'll just do it a bit further from it. And I might be able to actually edit something, but I don't really want to edit, so... I mean, I'll make a thumbnail out of something, but the flag would be nice. Unfortunately, actually, this might be possible. Now the flag angle is bad though, so I found a good lighting, but the flag angle isn't optimal for photoing this anyway. Probably some of that is acceptable. If it's not, then we use something else.